All right, welcome back to another game of On Base Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the designer, creator of On Base. And in this game, we're going to continue our 2022 instant replay of the Atlanta Braves season. So this is every first game, or the first game of every series in 2022. I've switched over to using the projected stats, and so this is projected out by Zips from this date to the end of the year. So I've taken the stats from May 10th, and this game is against Boston. That was played last night on May 10th, recording this on May 11th, 2022. And so Boston won that game 9-3, I believe. It was 9-3, 9-4. Maybe it was the score. And a really rough second inning for Kyle Wright. So we hope to get past that on the tabletop. We'll see how this goes. We're using our modern game engine chart, and let's just get into it, go through the starting lineups. It's going to be, for the Red Sox, it's Kike Hernandez in center, Devers at third, JD Martinez, the DH, hitting third, Xander Bogaerts at short, hitting fourth, Verdugo in left, Trevor Story at second, Cordero at first, Franchi Cordero at first, Vasquez catching, and Jackie Bradley Jr. in right. On the mound for the Red Sox is going to be Garrett Whitlock, the right-hander. And for the Braves lineup, it's Acuna Jr. in right, Matt Olson at first, Riley at third, Ozuna is the DH cleaning up, and it'll be Albies at second, Travis d'Arnaud catching, Adam Duvall in center, Travis Demeritte in left, and then hitting ninth is Dansby Swanson, the shortstop. On the mound for the Braves is Kyle Wright. This is his first extended season where he's up pitching every 5 days, and so he's been great so far, and we will see how he goes today. Let me go ahead and I didn't write in the pitcher stamina and FIP, so let me get that. Okay, so for Kyle Wright, it'll be a 3.73 FIP, and that will be 24 batters faced is his stamina. And for Whitlock, sort of a starter mentality, as in opener mentality. 3.13 is his FIP, and 10 will be his stamina. So look to pull the plug pretty quickly on Whitlock and move on to a group of pitchers in this game for Boston. All right. Well, let's get ready for the first inning. It's going to be Kike Hernandez, Rafael Devers, and JD Martinez hitting against the young Kyle Wright, right-hander. So there it goes. So 3-6. Oh. Okay. 3-6 to a -4. Kyle Wright's going to be pitching out of this second column, actually. He's a 3.73, and then Whitlock is a 3.13, so he'll be out of this first column for the pitchers. So a 3-6 to a -4 is going to be a flyout, and that's a fly ball to center field for out number 1. And brings up Rafael Devers. He's a... Well, this is going to be a pain in the neck if we have to do this every time. Okay, you got that straightened out. It's Rafael Devers now, and that's a 5-6 to Devers. 5-6 to a 23 is going to be hit by pitch or a walk. That's going to be a walk, so Devers takes first, and he'll be at first base with 1 out, and it's JD Martinez to the plate. Here's a 2-6 to Martinez, who is a 13, and a 2-6 to a 13 is going to be a single with an error check, so that's a single to left, and that's going to be a single with an error on Travis Demeritte. So a single with an E7, so he takes 1, and then he takes another on the E7, and that will be runners at second and third. So difficult situation here because of the error. Second and third with 1 out, and Xander Bogaerts to the plate 4-5 to Bogarts. And he's a 24, so that's going to be a single. That's going to score the runner from third. So he comes home on an RBI single. And Martinez goes to third. Let's go ahead and try to send Martinez. He's a 6 on his speed, and so anything 1 to 6 on the D9, he's going to score. And that's a 5, and he does score. So a 2 RBI single for Xander Bogaerts puts Boston up 2-0 with a runner at first now and 1 out. It'll be Alex Verdugo to the plates. Here's a 5-5. 5-5 to a -6 is going to be a line out, or I'm sorry, a line out or a foul if it's 5 or more on the D9, which it's not. So it's a line out to the second baseman, Albies. Runner holds at first, and that's going to be 2 down with a runner at first base now for Trevor Story. Story not the start that everyone had hoped for, but I expect him to probably be where he always is. That's what good hitters do. So a 3-6 to a 1. It's going to be a fly out to right field down the line, and Acuna's there to squeeze it and make the play. So 2 runs for Boston on 2 hits and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning, and Boston is up 2-0. Whitlock will be facing off against Acuna Jr., Olson, and Riley to begin the game. So the 3-4 to Acuna, and that could be trouble. 3-4 here is going to be a home run or a strikeout if it's an 8 on the D9. Not a strikeout, and Acuna goes bombs in his first at bat. Leadoff home run for Ronald Acuna Jr. as he gets the Braves back into it. 2-1 now, the Boston lead. Here's a 3-6 to Olson, who is a 30. And 3-6 to a 30 is going to be a flyout, and that's hit the other way down the left field line. Coming in hard is Verdugo, and at the line he makes the play, and that's going to be out number 1. There's a 5-6 to Riley, who is, well, it doesn't matter there. That's going to be a strikeout off of the pitcher column. So that's out number 2. Riley goes down swinging. Brings up, I keep wanting to say Pablo Ozuna, but Marcell Ozuna. -5. So a 1-3 to a -5 is going to be a ground out. A little tapper in front of the plate that Vasquez handles down to first, and Ozuna is out. So 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on for the Braves as they get a leadoff home run from Ronald Acuna Jr. And 2-1 is the score now as we head to the top of the second. It'll be Cordero, Vasquez, and Bradley, the bottom 3 for the Sox. There's a 5-6. A 5-6 to a -7 is going to be a strikeout. So Kyle Wright gets his first K of the day and brings up Vasquez, the catcher. There's a 3-5. 3-5 to a -12 is going to be another strikeout. So that's going to be a strikeout looking this time. Beautifully placed fastball right on the corner, down and away, and gets Vasquez, the catcher. Next up is Jackie Bradley Jr. He's a -18 batting runs. Definitely not what anyone had hoped for in Boston, I'm sure. And a 24 is going to be another strikeout. So Kyle Wright comes in, strikes out the side, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Boston goes down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Albies, Darno, and Adam Duvall to the plate against Whitlock. Here is a 1-1 to Albies. A 1-1 is going to be a strikeout off of the pitcher's side over here. So that'll be out number 1 as Albies goes down swinging. Travis Darno to the plate. Here's a 2-3 to a -1. 2-3 to a -1 will be a ground out. Back to the pitcher, but we have an error check on the play. No error as Whitlock handles it well. Underhands it to first. And that'll be out number 2. Brings up Adam Duvall. Here's a 2-2 to Duvall. This could be trouble. A 2-2, nothing here out of the pitcher spot. And he is a -11, so that's going to be a single or triple if the D9 is a 9. It is a 9, and that's going to be hit into the gap. Rolls all the way to the wall. They were playing him to pull, and so he winds up at third. Duvall with good speed slides in safely ahead of the throw, and that's going to be a runner at third base now with 2 outs and Travis Demerit to the plate. Here's a 1-5. 1-5 to Demerit is going to be a single, and that's an RBI single for Travis Demerit, who actually has been playing very well. Feel like the Braves have had a nice replacement for Eddie Rosario, who's had eye surgery, I believe. And so RBI single as Duvall comes in on the Demerit base knock, brings up Dansby Swanson to the plate. Here's a 3-4. 3-4 to Swanson is going to be a double, and so that's a 2-bagger for Dansby as he rips one down the left field line. Demerit to third. Let's go ahead and try to score him. He's a 6 on his speed, so anything 1 to 6 on the D9 is going to be safe at home, and he is safe as Ron Washington sends him, and they're rewarded with an RBI. So the score is now 3-2 as the Braves take the lead here in the bottom of the second inning against Garrett Whitlock, who is most likely going to be done for the day after this. We'll see. So runner at second base now with 2 down, and back to the top of the order with Ronald Acuna Jr. He led off with a bang with a leadoff home run. 6-6 here is going to be a long single. That's going to score the run from second with no throw. So another RBI for the Braves as they tack on a 4th run. And it will be Matty Olson with Acuna at first base, and that's a 1-5. 1-5 is going to be a ground out. That's right back to the pitcher, and Whitlock makes the play. But not before the Braves put 3 runs on the board and take a 4-2 lead. So 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 left on. Braves very efficient in that inning, getting people on and getting people in. A triple, a single, a double, and another single. So we head to the top of the 3rd inning. It's going to be Kyle Wright against Kike Hernandez, Rafael Devers, and JD Martinez. There's a 1-5 to a -4, and that's going to be a base knock. So Hernandez hits one to right center, and he's on at first base with nobody out. Brings up Rafael Devers. Devers with a fly ball. That's a fly ball to dead central. And Duvall is going way back to the wall. And we're going to get a tag up from Hernandez. And he's going to make it into second base on the fly out. So that's going to be a fly ball to 8, and then an advancement from Hernandez on the fly out. So runner at second base with 1 out, and it is JD Martinez to the plate. He singled in his first at bat. So there's a 3-6 to a 13. 3-6 to a 13 is going to be a fly out, and that's a fly ball right to Demerit. No runner advancement there, and it's going to be Bogarts standing in. Here's a 4-4 to a 24, and that's going to be a walk. Second time on base for Xander Bogaerts, as he is 1 for 1. And 2 runners on with 2 outs for Alex Verdugo. There's a 2-6. 2-6 to Verdugo, who is a -6, is going to be a flyout with the error check. So it's a flyout to Acuna, and he'll make the play on the run, and that ends the inning for Boston. So no runs on 1 hit and 2 left on. And we are going to the bottom of the 3rd. Let's go ahead and push Whitlock 1 more inning if we can. And he'll be pitching out of column number 2 because he has reached his stamina. So 9, 10, 11. He's going out there past his stamina, so we'll drop him 1 column here. He was pitching out of the first column. Here's a 3-6 to Riley. Riley struck out in his first at bat. So a 3-6 to a 15, and that's going to be a fly out to left field. So Riley 0 for 2, and that brings up Marcell Ozuna, who grounded out to the catcher his first time. 3-6 to a -5. is going to be a fly out, so 2 fly balls to left field, and Verdugo is there for both, and 2 outs in the inning now. Ozzie Albies to the plate. He struck out his first time at bat. There's a 3-6 to a 5. 3-6 to a 5. Another fly out, this time to right field. So 3 quick fly balls, and there go the Braves in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And we head to the top of the 4th inning. Kyle Wright is facing off against Trevor Story, Franchi Cordero, and Christian Vasquez. Here's Story. He's a 1 batting runs for the year projected. And this is a 2-6. 2-6 to a 1. It's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. So Swanson with his first opportunity gets it over to Olson at first for out number 1. No problem. There's a 4-5 to Cordero, and he is a -7. 4-5 to a -7. It's going to be a fly ball to right center field. Ronald Acuna is there. He's under it, and he makes the play for out number 2. Christian Vasquez stands in. Here's a 5-6 to a -12. That's going to be a strikeout looking. And Kyle Wright pitching very well in this game. Another 1-2-3 inning for Boston. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on. 1 strikeout. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Going to bring in a new pitcher for Boston as Whitlock goes 3 innings in sort of an opener role. Yeah, let's get this here, and let me find a new pitcher for Boston. Okay, new pitcher for Boston is going to be Tyler Danish. Danish 4.93 FIP with 8 batters faced is his projected stats. So he comes in the bottom of the 4th inning. See if he can get another couple of innings in here for Boston, and see how that goes for them. They are down. Boston's down 4-2, and it'll be Darno, Adam Duvall, and Travis Demeritte to the plate. Danish is pitching out of the last column here, so it could be a bit of a wild roller coaster ride here for the for the Red Sox. Here's a 1-5, and a 1-5 to a 1 is going to be a single. So Travis Darno meets him with a single, and 1 runner on, and Adam Duvall up. He had a triple in his last at bat. He's going to have another extra base hit here. That's a 1-1 to a 2-2 to a 1-1 to a -11 is going to be a single. So that moves the runner to second base. So 2 back-to-back singles to begin the 4th inning for the Braves. Brings up Travis Demeritte, who had an RBI single in his first at bat. There's a 1-2, and a 1-2 is going to be a ground out. So that's back to the pitcher. He has to come off the mound quickly, and he does make the play. The only play is to first. I'm sorry, that's a really terrible one. So it's 1-3. His only play is to first, but it's going to move up all the runners. So runners now at second and third base with 1 out. And Dansby Swanson to the plate. Here's a 4-4. 4-4 to Swanson is going to be a single. So Dansby with the base hit, and that's going to bring in 1 run. So Darno crosses the plate. And let's go ahead and try to score Duvall. 1-6 on the D9 will be a score, and he does come around on the RBI single. So 2 RBIs for Dansby Swanson. He's got 3 on the day. So big day for him with the RBI double, RBI single, and the bottom of the order here producing for the Braves. So that gets us to 3-5-6-0, or 6-2, Braves over the Red Sox. Well, still just 1 out, runner at second base. That's a 1-2. That's going to be a ground out with a runner advancement. So we'll ground out to first from Acuna, and that'll be out number 2. But Dansby does make it to second base on the putout, and so that's going to bring up Matt Olson 0 for 2. Here's a 5-6. A 5-6 for a guy who is a 30 is going to be a walk. Normally you think of a 5-6 as being a strikeout number, but For the better hitters, it's a walk or a hit by pitch. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Here's a 1-5 to a 15, a 1-5 to a 1-5. And that's going to be a ground out. Right back to the pitcher. And Danish makes the play at first base and gets himself out of the inning. But the Braves do get 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave 2. And they're now up 6-2 in this ball game against Boston. Kyle Wright still in for the Braves, pitching very well. Gave up 2 in the first, but he's managed to get out of the situation so far through the rest of the game. He'll be starting the 5th against Jackie Bradley Jr., Kike Hernandez, and Rafael Devers. Here's a 3-3 to Jackie Bradley Jr. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. And that's out number 1. 1 out, nobody on. Kike Hernandez, there's a 2-5 to a -4. That's going to be a fly out to Acuna with an error check. No error on the play as Acuna makes it. And that's going to be out number 2. So 2 gone, and Rafael Devers stands in. He is 0 for 1. Excuse me. There's a 1-5 to a 2-3. 1-5 to a 23 is going to be a ground out right back to the pitcher. Wright scoops it, flips it over to first, and another 1-2-3 inning. So Boston goes down, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Going to leave Danish out there and see how he does. He can't get any worse, right? He's in the worst column. So here is Ozuna, Albies, and d'Arnaud in the 5th for the Braves. There's a 2-4, and that's going to be a strikeout swing. So Ozuna goes down for the first time, and Danish gets his first strikeout. There's a 3-4 to a 5. 3-4 to a 5 is going to be a double. So Ozzy Albies laces one down the left field line for a 2-bagger. He walks into second, no problem, and a runner at second base now with 1 out, and Travis d'Arnaud to the plate. It's a 1-4. 1-4 is big trouble. That's going to be a double off of the pitcher's column. And that will bring in the run as d'Arnaud with the RBI double. Brings in Ozzy Albies, and d'Arnaud is now 2 for 3 on the day. Brings up Adam Duvall, who's 2 for 2 already with a single and a triple. There's a 3-5 to a -11. 3-5 to a -11 is going to be a strikeout, and that's of the looking variety. So second strikeout of the inning for Danish. And runner at second base, 1 RDN in the inning, and it's going to bring up Travis Demeritte. Demeritte is a -1. So here is a 1-4 and a 1-4 again. Another double as Demeritte gets his second hit of the day. He has a single and a double now, and that's going to be an RBI double as he brings home Travis d'Arnaud. So 3 doubles in the inning have led to 2 runs, and that's going to be Dansby Swanson to the plate. So 2 outs, 2 in, and a runner at second base. There's a 4-5 to a -4. That'll be a fly out down the left field line as he gets out in front of a breaking ball. And in left field, Verdugo makes the play for out number 3. So another tough inning, another crooked number for the Braves as they take an 8-2 lead over Boston. Kyle Wright still in control. He is at 18, 19, 20 batters. He can go 24 before he has to change his stamina. Again, he's pitching out of this column here. So let's see what he can do. Here's JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, and Alex Verdugo. A 1-6 is going to be a fly ball to straightaway left for out number 1. Brings up Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts is 1 for 1 with a walk. And there's a 3-5 to a 2-4. And that'll be a strikeout. So that's his first time actually getting out in this game. That's out number 2. And Alex Verdugo to the plate, who is a -6. So a 4-5 to a -6 will be a fly ball down the left field line, and in left field, Demerit makes the play. Another 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Wright. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on for Boston. And we are headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's get a new pitcher in for, actually, let's give Danish one more inning and see if he can get through without being scathed, which he has. He's given up 4 runs so far, but he's got to get a little bit of length here. All right, he'll be facing the top of the order, Acuna, Olson, and Riley. So here's a 2-6. A 2-6 to a 26 will be a single with an error check. So single to Wright, no error on the play. As Bradley gets it back in. Acuna at first, he's now 3 for 4 with a home run. Here's a 1-3 to Matt Olson, and a 1-3 to a 30 is going to be a ground out. That's a grounder to short, so we're going to assume the out at second base for out number 1. And we will roll against Olson's number here, and he'll be on the 6-4 fielder's choice. So Riley stands in, and that's going to, he beat the throw at first with the 2 is less than, if a 1-4 means that he beats the throw to first on the double play. So, sorry, I didn't really explain that very well. Austin Riley comes up. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and a 3-5 to Riley, who is a 15. 3-5 is going to be another strikeout, so his second strikeout of the day. He goes down swinging. That's out number 2. There's a runner at first base with 2 outs, and Marcell Ozuna stands in. He's 0 for 3 as well. Here's a 2-6 to a -5. So that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. And the second baseman, Story, tosses it over to the first baseman, Cordero, and that will be it for the Braves. So the Boston puts up only their second 0 of the day, as the Braves get no runs on 1 hit, and they leave 1 on. We head to the top of the 7th inning, and it's going to be Kyle Wright pitching against Story, Cordero, and Vasquez. So 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. He's still pitching out of this column. So Wright pitching very well in this ballgame. And that's a 4-6. A 4-6 to a 1 is going to be a double play or a strikeout. So that's a strikeout looking. Another strikeout for Wright. That's 3, 4, 6 strikeouts in the game. Here's a 5-6 to Cordero, who is a -7. A 5-6 is going to be another strikeout, so back-to-back Ks for Kyle Wright. And he's really working it in this game. There's a 5-5 to a -12. 5-5 is going to be a line out or foul out if it's a 5 or greater on the D9, which it is. So we'll just say a foul out. I don't get real specific about foul outs, but that's another 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Wright. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on, and 2 strikeouts for Kyle Wright, and a very impressive start for him. He has officially reached his limit. Okay, so we are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Going to bring in a new pitcher. Both pitchers have gone 3 innings. They have not fared well, but they have gotten some length out of their pitching. So let's go to the bullpen for Boston. The pitcher for Boston is going to be Ryan Brazier, the right-hander. He'll be facing Albies, Darno, and Adam Duvall in the bottom of the 7th inning. Got an extra roll there. That's going to be a 1-4, 1-4 to a 5. Brazier is pitching out of the second column here. A 1-4 to a 5 is going to be a hit by pitch or a walk. That's going to be a walk, so he comes in and promptly walks the first batter. So Albies at first, his second time on base, and it's going to bring up Travis d'Arnaud, who is 2 for 3 with 1 RBI. Did that do anything? That's a 3-4 to a -1. 3-4 to a -1 is going to be a double. That's a 2-bagger. His second double of the day. And that puts a runner at, actually, okay, well, let's just keep them there. So runners at second and third, and Adam Duvall stands in. There's a 2-2. This is another big hit for Duvall. 2-2 to a minus. Oh, actually, here it comes right off of there. So that's going to be a double. So back-to-back doubles in the inning, and that will bring in 2 runs for the Braves. So 2s are wild in this game as they keep knocking in 2 runs in an inning. And that for Adam Duvall is his first RBIs, but he's 3 for 4 on the day. And the bottom of the order is killing it for the Braves. Here's a 2-4 to Demerit. 2-4 is going to be a strikeout. So that's a strikeout swinging. And that'll be out number 1. 2 runs in the inning. Runner at second base, 1 out, and Dansby Swanson stands in. There's a 1-4 to a -4, and that'll be a walk or hit by pitch. So it's going to be a walk to Dansby. And no relief here for the Boston relief corps. That's a 4-6 to Acuna, and a 4-6 is going to be a double play or a strikeout. So that's hit to a little number out in front of the plate that the catcher Vasquez pounces on. We're going to get the fielder's choice here at second. So that's out number 2. And that's going to be a 2-6-3 double play turn by Boston. But Atlanta does get 2 more runs, and they take the 10-2 lead in this one. So let's color these in a little better. Okay. All right, 10-2. As we head to the top of the 8th inning, Kyle Wright still in the ball game. He has actually passed his stamina, so we're going to drop him to this column for this inning and see how things go for him. Try not to spoil his ball game too much. Here's a 3-6 to a -18, and that's going to be a fly ball to left center field. Jackie Bradley Jr. goes down. He is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Here's a 5-6 to a -4. 5-6 to a -4 is going to be a strikeout. So Kyle Wright, I believe that's his 8th. Have to total those up in the NNC. And then brings up Rafael Devers. Here's a 3-4 to Devers. This is probably trouble. A 3-4 is going to be a home run or a strikeout. If it's an 8 on the D9, it's a 4. And so Rafael Devers goes deep to dead central. And that's going to give Boston their 3rd run of the ball game. See if we can limp Kyle Wright through this inning. And if he gets into any more trouble, we'll have to remove him. Brings up JD Martinez. There's a 1-5 to Martinez, who is a 13 batting runs. So that's going to be a ground ball to Riley at 3rd. He makes a good pick over to first, and that's going to be out number 3. But Boston does get 1 in the 8th on the Rafael Devers home run, and we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to remove Ryan Brazier, who did not provide any relief for Boston, and so let's get a new pitcher in for the Red Sox. And coming out of the Boston bullpen is going to be Austin Davis. He has a 4.25 projected FIP for the year with 5 batters faced for his stamina. So he'll be facing off against the heart of the Braves order, Olson, Riley, and Ozuna. Olson 0 for 3. And probably going to be 0 for 4 here. Here's a 2-3. Davis will be pitching out of this 3rd column here. So 2-3 to Olson's going to be a ground out to 3rd with an error check. No error on Devers as he gets it over to first for the first out. So Olson's going to end his day 0 for 4. There's a 2-3. Same thing to Riley, who is a 15. And a 2-3 is going to be a ground out with an error check. That's to the second baseman. Story makes the play. 2 quick outs, and Ozuna to the plate. Here's a 3-5 to Ozuna. He's 0 for 4. And a 3-5 to a -5 will be strikeouts. So 2nd K of the day. And finally, a Boston pitcher comes in and actually gives the team some relief. So no runs on no hits No errors, nobody left on for Davis, and we'll try to push him out there for one more inning. All right, Kyle Wright still in the ball game. Let's see how he does. Let's see if we can finish this one out. He's going to be dropping down to the third column now. So he started here. Last inning, he was here. Actually, we'll drop him to the fourth, huh? He's at 24. So he'll be pitching out of this last column. Let's see if he can get across the finish line. He's just got to get 3 more outs. And that's going to be Bogarts, Verdugo, and Story. So not 3 easy ones to get. Here's a 2-4 to a 2-4. And a 2-4 to a 2-4 would be a double play or a strikeout. Kyle Wright with yet another strikeout. And that's going to be out number 1. Alex Verdugo 0 for 3. There's a 2-4. That's going to be another K. So back-to-back strikeouts. Kyle Wright very strong all throughout the game. And here's one more out to get. It's Trevor Story, who is a 1. And a 1-2 to a 1 is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, Albies. Makes the play to his left, spins and throws to first, and gets the out for out number 3. And that's going to be all she wrote. Kyle Wright with a complete game win for the Braves. Much different than the way he pitched last night. So the Braves are going to win this one 4, 6, 8, 10 to 3. 10 to 3. So almost the exact flip-flop of the score last night. So in the actual game, Boston wins this one. I believe it was 9 to 4. This one is 10 to 3. And I will pause the video and then go and count up all the stats, and let's see how everybody did. All right, I'm back with the totals in this one. So for Boston, it's 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. For Atlanta, 10 runs on 14 hits with 1 error on Travis Demerit. Kyle Wright, our player of the game, 9 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs allowed, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. The loss goes to Whitlock, who started the game. 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, and 2 Ks. Danish came in, 7 hits, 4 runs, and Brazier came in, 2 hits and 2 runs. For Boston, good game from Bogarts, who was 1 for 3 with the 2 RBI single in the first inning. Got Boston out front momentarily, and really that was all the offense. Did have a solo home run from Rafael Devers in the 8th inning off of Kyle Wright as a little tag-on run. For the Braves, big game from Acuna, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. He led off the game with a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first. And also a huge game from the bottom of the order. Look at this, 3, 6, 10 hits, all from your last 6 through 9 positions. So huge game for the Braves at the bottom of the order. Led by d'Arnaud, 3 for 4 with an RBI, scored 3 runs. Duvall, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He had a triple, a double, and a single. He was a home run short of the cycle. And even Travis Demerit, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, had a RBI double and single. And Dansby Swanson, the number 9 hitter, 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. You'll take that any game. He had an RBI double in the second and an RBI single in the 5th, I believe. So, big game from the Braves as they take out Boston by a score 10 to 3. Again, the real game. This was, I believe, it was a 9 to 4 win for Boston. So almost the exact opposite of this particular game. So Kyle Wright, player of the game, and pitched very well for the Braves. This game again was played on May 10th, 2022, and we are recording on May 11th. This is part of our 2022 Braves Instant Replay, where we replay every first game of every series throughout the 2022 year. I'm using the ZiPS projected stats to be able to come up with these numbers here, and then I've sort of translated those stats into the on-base baseball values that we use to play the game for batting, defense, and speed. If you'd like to get a hold of those, they are being released exclusively every time that I calculate them for a new game. I'm releasing them to the Facebook group for On Base Baseball. I'll put a link in the description if you want to join that group. It's a private group, so you'll have to request access, answer a couple questions, and get in, and you can get those stats and play along with yourself, with your own team, or play the week, or whatever you want to do. You can use those stats to play a projected 2022 season. So those are up to date as of May the 10th. If you want to order On Base Baseball, we have lots of different options. You can go to onbasebaseball.com, and don't forget to like the video or subscribe to the video, or both. If you click the bell icon, you'll be notified of new videos whenever I post them. I'll be posting a new video about Yaya Tabletop Baseball, so I've made some changes there, and it's on version 3, so that'll be coming out soon. And still working on the 2000s roster sheets for On Base Baseball, so hopefully that'll be out this week as well. And we have the 1950s through the 2000s, like the aughts, so 2000 to 2009, and that will be an addition there. And so we have, not sure if I'm going to keep working backward or all the way through 2010s, but the next decade roster sheets, I'll get started when I release the 2000s. So trying to get finished with the entire history of baseball by the time this Major League Baseball season is finished. That way you'll be able to play on-base baseball with any teams in the history of baseball, or at least Major League Baseball. And then I'd love to do the Negro Leagues. I'll have to find the right stats, or maybe I have to translate some of those stats. We'll have to see how that would work. But I would love to be able to release those as well. Okay, I think that's what we got here. If you have any questions or comments about this game or on-base baseball in general, please let me know. Leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get right back to you. You can always email me at onbasebaseball@gmail.com as well. So that's an option. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.